Today, this is Fred Mendoza and we are on Dispatches. And this is the Dispatches Wrap. And nandito tayo ngayon sa PGDX 2025 with the Philippine Game Dev Expo dito sa SMS Convention Center. So, last week, nandito tayo ngayon for a different event. Ngayon, we are here for a different event again. So, ito, PGDX is very much different from the other game shows or the other gaming trade shows na nakikita natin almost every year, kasi this one is focusing on the creators, the gaming creators, and iba't iba mga creators dito. Well, right now, nandito tayo ngayon this is a centerpiece ng mismong PGDX, the indie game creators area, kung saan maraming mga independent gaming creators ang nandito showcasing their creations, their independent games to prospective investors or publishers, maybe becoming the next Filipino game startup dito sa PGDX. So, nakita niyo yan, ang dami nila. I think we have more than 120 nga raw ang mga gaming creators na nandito sa PGDX 2025. Much bigger than last year. So, ayan, so nakita ninyo ang daming mga creators na nandito showcasing their games dito sa PGDX. And aside from this, of course, hindi lang to basta home for independent gaming creators. We also have gaming publishers here. I saw Gravity, PlayPark. I think PlayPark is introducing the new game, Moo Online. So, yun. So, and also we also saw some cosplayers here. A little known fact, kasi we are taping this on July 27, Sunday. Merong kasabay na event dito sa SMX, and yun yung Hoyo Fest. So, nandito tayo ngayon sa function rooms 3 to 5. Well, actually, we are on function room 5. But, the bulk of the cosplayers ay nandoon sa Hoyo Fest, which is a totally different event, unrelated to PGDX, pero still related to gaming. So, ayun, medyo nahati yung audience. So, yung cosplay audience, ay kaya kung mapapansin nyo, ang dami mga nagko-cosplay ng mga Hoyo characters, Genshin Impact, Tears of Themis, Zenless Zone Zero, and others. It's because may kasabay na event and medyo marami sila doon sa baba. Maybe we'll show some pictures of what happened doon sa Hoyo Fest. Ito, pinakita namin sa inyo yung mga pictures na nandoon sa pictures na nakunan ko from Hoyo Fest sa baba. So, I mean, nagkahati talaga yung audience. Pero, again, the hardcore gamers are here at the PGDX dito sa taas, celebrating independent games. And not only that, meron din tayo dito, nakikita natin, ayan, aside from that, ayan, kita nyo, may tabletop zone pa sila. So, hindi lang online games ang nandito, but also tabletop, tabletop and card games din ang sineselebrate din dito sa PGDX. And of course, parang it's not just only online games, but also the card games as well. Actually, may nga sa dulo, may Beyblade pa nga eh. So, halo lahat. So, ayun, so as you can see, this is function rooms 3, 4, and 5. So, so basically, kung ano yung venue ng mga, like for example, the first ever major cosplay mania, yung mas malaking cosplay mania, that happened dito sa 3, 4, and 5. So, ang laki ng, so this is a big jump dito from last year's PGDX. We have an interview with one of the organizers, si Jobert, and here's what he had to say about the entire PGDX experience dito sa SM Mall of Asia, sa SM Convention Center. Anong expect, ano yung overall reaction mo sa second PGDX ninyo, and ano yung i-expect nila for next year?
Actually, no, this is the third PGDX. So sobrang happy kami in terms of turnout, in terms of the support, in terms of the companies, the exhibitors, the partners, the sponsors, and everyone who was involved. Sobrang thankful kami kasi we had kumaga, this is much bigger than last year that we and we are very thankful to everyone who supported us kasi it's been a long journey and here we are, the ending, and I was really happy, and not only me, kumaga, I'm happy that for all the people who went here, all our partners who exhibit, sobrang natuwa sila, kumaga, so I hope we get to do this again next year. Maybe it will be bigger, maybe it will be better, but rest assured kami on our side sa CBCN and GDAP, we'll make sure that we'll make the best effort to give you the best event that we can produce, we can show to the crowd, and not only for Philippines but for in the world. Kumbaga, we saw a lot of foreigners that came in here, and we hope to have that the same or maybe more than what we have done now. So yun.
Ayan, yan si Jobert Yu ng CBCN Collective, CBCN Perspective rather, the organizer of PGDX, sharing to us on dispatches kung ano yung kanyang mga thoughts about dito sa PGDX. And of course, we are taking this on day 3, Sunday, so of course at the same time, nakita natin na nag-shoot or nag-ikot dito isa sa mga guests sila, si Myrtle Sarosa, and we had a chance interview with her, just a short interview, but malaman yung interview niya. Pagpasensya nyo lang po yung audio because medyo hindi gumana yung microphone natin, but here's what she has to say about the entire PGDX experience. Kamusta ka? How was your experience dito sa PGDX?
I'm happy but especially here sa area ng indie games developers talaga natin. We want to bring and support ang ating mga Filipino developers na nakakatuwa na sobrang thriving talaga ang ating gaming industry.
Being a gamer yourself, how was your yung experience mo na nandito ka sa PGDX right now?
Sobrang natuwa ako, lalong-lalo na nung nalaman ko na 124 new indie game developers ang kasama natin dito. It just really showcases na sobrang buhay na buhay ang gaming. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And that was Myrtle Sarosa speaking to us exclusively here on Dispatches. So, it's a very successful PGDX 2025, and of course, albeit na it's more of a gaming activity, of course, hindi naman nawala din mga cosplayers. May mga cosplayers din naman na nag-cosplay dito na medyo related naman sa gaming. So, then of course, the cosplayers here, some of them, meron din mga guest cosplayers din dito sa PGDX 2025. So, meron din cosplay competition, may mga ano si John Wick kanina eh. So yun, si John Wick, si Boss John Wick nandiyan din. So yun, and right now what you are hearing right now is the finals of the NCAA esports competition. I think it's between Letran and Jose Rizal University. So yun, I think may nangyari na yata, I don't know. Hindi ako masyado nagpo-focus ngayon nagpo-focus dyan. So ayun, so basta merong nangyayaring finals ng NCAA Esports, which by the way, di na-cover ng GMA Sports. I wonder why. So yun. Anyway, again, PGDX 2025 is an example of gaming event na of course that's not too hardcore on gaming, but more on the experience, and of course helping our independent Filipino game creators match with their prospective publishers, or even maybe showcase them in the next in other global gaming conventions, like for example Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, and the others. So, if you're a game developer and if you want to showcase your games, siguro next year dito sa PGDX, then maybe they're open for you. So, keep publishing, keep creating that game, and you know, you might be the next Filipino game publisher na would make it big across sa ibang bansa. And of course, PGDX is also supported by the Game Development Association is co-organized by the Game Development Association Philippines, and of course, it's supported by the DTI. Of course, nandiyan yung Create Philippines sa booth nila doon sa Business to Business Matching Expo. And of course, it's also part of the government's aim to tackle creative industries such as gaming to different markets abroad. Pero of course, as much as we are expecting something, we are taping this an hour or a day before the State of the Nation address of President Bongbong Marcos. We're not expecting anything when it comes to the creative industry sector. So, Secretary Roque, gising-gising ng konti. Nakikita nyo na itong market na ito. We have a booming creative industry, pero mukhang hindi yata masyadong gumagalaw ang creative industries natin. Meron tayong Creative Industries Development Law offered by Conctof de Venecia, pero hindi ata natin siya nagagamit ng gusto. So, a little political editorial just to spice things up a bit. So thank you very much again. We thank you CBZN Perspective, Sir Jojo Calma, Boss Jobert Yu, for allowing Dispatches to be one of the media partners here dito sa PGDX 2025, and we will be continuing supporting PGDX 2025, PGDX and the other events of CBZN Perspective. And of course, anytime na you need us, we will be covering your events dito. Of course, we are also waiting for the next event, which is the Philippine Game Show happening in November at the SMX Fora, and it's co-produced and co-organized by MediaQuest Holdings, MQuest Ventures, and MQuest Live. So do expect Jane Jimenez Basas to be there, and probably we might ask her some questions regarding the programming of TV5 Signal. Baka meron silang bagong anime channel doon. We don't know. We don't know. So anyway, so that's about our wrap here at PGDX 2025. So it's all for gamers, not only just gamers, but also game developers, and not just only big game developers, but also indie game developers. So for more anime news, please like, share, subscribe on the following social media pages dito. Yan. Iba't ibang social media pages natin, and of course, do catch us on the next event. God knows when. malapit na August. So yun. Again, this is Red Mendoza, and you're on Dispatches, and that's the way it is.
In 3, 2, 1, PGDX! Yon, ang saya!